So today, we're gonna learn the most important skill, the most important maneuver. This is the straight line backing, and this is the easiest maneuver to perform, but at the same time, it's the most difficult one. Why is this important? Because you're gonna be using all this. If you can do straight line backing, you can get anywhere. I always say the best way to get to one point from point A to point B is going straight. So there are a lot of different ways to explain this. Most of the people say, if you want to go left, turn the wheel right. If you want to go right, turn the wheel left. Then it turns confusing. Another way is when you want to look at both mirrors to start, then if you look at this mirror, it gives you one instruction, one thing, is asking to do one thing. When you look at the other mirror, is another. Your brain sees something different, and then at the time you want to do the move, what happens? You push in the clutch and the brake and stop and start thinking, analyzing instead of reacting. So in two simple ways to learn the straight line backing is, step number one, you have to learn how to react to the move of the trailer on the driver's side only. After you learn how to react to the trailer, the second stage in the learning process is gonna be directing the trailer. That's when you already know which way you want the trailer to go, then you already know how to direct it. So first is reaction to the trailer, and stage number two is gonna take maybe 1 week or so. Then after that 1 week is gonna be directing the trailer. Then you already know how to direct the trailer, which means you can maneuver, you can steer any direction you wanna go. Then you can do the other maneuvers because you already know how to direct the trailer. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, reaction versus direction. So reaction is going to be first. Okay, so right now, look at the space in the mirror between the trailer and the front cone is about 2 feet. But if you look at the last cone, it's about the same. You want to manage the space on the driver's side. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this side only for now, this mirror, the driver's side mirror only. I always say, if you can manage the space on this side, you never hit the passenger side. Obviously, you still have to check it, but if you direct the space on this side, you manage the space on this side, there is no way you can hit on the other side. Okay? So now, on the steering wheel, I think it's straight, I don't know. A lot of drivers do this. New drivers, that's okay. I did that also at the beginning. They want to stick their head out so they can see the tire, if the tire is straight or not. Again, forget about that. You have to react when you see the trailer moving backwards. Depending on the trailer reaction, then you have to steer. Okay? So, but if you stop and you hold the clutch, then you want to see the tire. Let it roll so you can see if it's straight or not. Right there, it's half. Now, half this way. So it's 4 pieces, 1/4, 2, 3, or 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So each time you correct the steering wheel, for reaction, we're gonna try to move 1/4 max on the steering wheel to either direction we need to move the steering wheel. So how do you know which way? On the trailer, I see the tire, the trailer tire, I barely see it. I barely see it, maybe 3 inches of tire on the floor, but you still see it. So that means when I roll back, I don't know which way the train's gonna go. But if I start losing that portion of the tire in the mirror, I'm losing the tire, so I'm gonna turn the wheel to the right to find it. Why? I don't know why, but it works. But when you analyze, that's when you stop and start thinking, why? Okay? If I see too much tire on the floor, I'm gonna go left, reaction. In the book says, in the CDL handbook says, follow the drift of the trailer. Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It says, when backing, follow the drift of the trailer. When I hear that, to me it says, you just follow the trailer. If it's going this way, you just follow it.
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow the drift. If the trailer is going that way, follow it. So that's what happens. If you see the tire, that means the trailer is going this way. Then follow it to the same direction. If you're listening, the trailer is going that way, follow in the same direction. All right, so now, action. Let's put the words into action. Okay, that's reverse. Another thing is, make sure you're comfortable with your seat. Don't be in the air. Okay? Okay? So, no brake. Use the clutch right now because the truck is stopped. But as I let it run, once the truck is rolling, I'm gonna take my foot off completely off the clutch. So, right there, I'm losing the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go a little right. Slightly, no clutch, no brake. I see more than half of the tire. I go left. Follow the drift of the trailer. That's the CDL handbook. So I'm about to lose the tire. That means the trailer is going the other way. So follow it into the same direction. I see the tire, so the trailer is going this way. Follow it. Follow the drift of the trailer. I'm listening. Follow it. Follow your trailer. Now clutch and brake to stop. That's the easiest way to learn. Now let's do it one more time. Now I'm gonna use different words to explain the same thing. Now we're gonna be looking at the space between the trailer and the cones. When you go forward, that's the only time you should be looking at both mirrors to make sure you're centering your lane. So you can see the line over here, the line of the cones, and you see it over here on this side. So you gotta make sure that you are parallel to the line. So which means that the trailer side and the truck is completely in line with the cones. Once you lose the back tire on the driver's side, a lot of people say, but you can see that, so you can still see which way you can go. No. You lose the driver's side, it's time to correct. It's time to make a pullout.
Okay.
I always want to see the driver's side. Remember, if you get into a truck stop, nighttime, raining, windy, snowing, no power, no lights, so you can only see one side. You have your flashing light, so you can only see this mirror better than the other mirror. Nighttime. Okay? So now I'm gonna let's try it again. So if the space, manage the space between the trailer and the last cone, I'm losing it. It's too close. Go right, but I still see the cones. Okay, it's straight now. I see the tire again. That's the best way to do it. Left to fill the space. I'm losing it, but I always want to see at least the edge of the tire on this side. I'm losing it. All right. See more than half. Left. Only to stop, you need the clutch and brake. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep